Episode 5. Vengeance is mine.
Kostya! 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 Konstantin Levin. Kostya.
What is it, exactly, that you want from me?
A settlement. Some settlement of this. I am appealing to you not as a statesman right now. You must have some pity on her.
What? I thought that Anna had everything. Everything she had desired, didn't she?
Alexei, my friend, for heaven's sakes, can you not indulge in recriminations?
But you see, as it is, I am not interested in the life of Anna.
Allow me to disprove that. No, you better tell me. Why should Anna have to suffer? The poor thing. You did promise it to her, you know. Remember that what's past is past.
Well, the promise was made before. But as I remember it now, maybe at that time, in bewilderment and confusion of the spirit, I had promised her what I had no right to promise. And so I want time to consider how much of what I promised it's feasible.
Alexei Karenin, my friend, you're not like your usual self. Was it not you who once said, if a man takes thy coat, give him thy cloak as well?
I beg you to just drop this subject. No, I want you to drop this subject now and forever! Once and for all right?
Sergei Karenin. A family member I do not know?
My son. My dear Sergei is my son. Mine and Anna Karenina's.
Oh, so Seryosha. Seryosha. Oh, he's grown up to be a fine fellow. Will you just look at yourself now? He is not Seryosha anymore, but a full-fledged Sergei Karenin. Huh? Look at him. He's thinner. My dear boy, do you remember me?
Of course, Uncle.
What about your mother?
No, I don't.
You don't remember? Well...
Lord, have mercy on us. Forgive us, help us. He repeated the words that for some reason came suddenly to his lips. And he, an unbeliever, repeated these words with more than his lips. Sredny, Kalashny. And then, at that instant, he knew that all these things, not only his doubts, but also the impossibility of believing with reason, did not prevent him in the least from turning to God. To whom was he to turn to, if not to the one in whose hands he felt himself, his soul, and his love? Dr. Pieter! My God, please forgive me! Forgive me! Dr. Pieter! Dr. Pieter! Please! It's very urgent. Listen, I need but a minute, Dr. Pieter.
Will you calm down? There's no hurry. Won't you have some coffee?
No.
Come inside.
No, I beg you.
I know. I'm a married man myself. During these moments, we husbands are very much to be pitied. I have a patient whose husband always takes refuge in the stables on such occasions.
But what do you think? Do you suppose it will turn out right?
Everything points to a favorable outcome. Do not
I'm
worry.
begging you, Doctor. Please come.
Okay,
Doctor.
then. Look, let me drink my coffee. Did you read yesterday's papers?
No.
It seems that the Turks are getting beaten handily.
Come now, Doctor.
So what's with Anna? Don't look at me like that. Ever since everyone's turned away from her, all those who are 100,000 times worse than her, I still think she's perfect. So if you get the chance, please send her my love. Well, do tell me about her.
Her position is very difficult, but I must admit that
She's done what everyone but I have done. It's just that they hide it. But she didn't want to cheat. And she did better when she left that lunatic who everybody said was so clever. Only I said he was a fool. And now that he contacted Lydia and Lando, everyone finally said that he was crazy.
Oh, so please explain this. Yesterday, Stiva saw him and he asked Karenin to give him a final answer. He got no answer. But this morning, instead of one, he got an invitation from Countess for tonight,
That's it. Today they're going to ask Lando for his take. Ask Lando? What is it, dear? Don't you know Lando? He's also crazy. But you see, the fate of poor Anna depends on him. One day, this Lando was in Paris and went to a doctor. While in the waiting room, he fell asleep, and in his sleep, he began giving advice to all the patients. What wonderful advice it was. The wife of Yuri Meledinsky happened to be there. She befriended Lando, brought him to Russia, and now he's treating her husband. No one has felt any better. But there's been a general rush to consult with him, and he began treating everyone. Indeed, he cured Countess Bezubova of something. And she took such a fancy to him that she adopted him. Adopted him? Yes, adopted as her son. He's no longer a Lando, but Count Bezubov. Countess Lydia has a screw loose somewhere. She lost her heart to this Lando, so nothing has been settled with her. Or Alexei Karenin regarding the house. And in any case, the fate of poor Anna rests in the hands of this Bezubov Lando. How about that? It's delightful, isn't it? Huh?
I've known you for a long time, and I'm glad to know you better. Les amis de nos amis sont nos amis. Our friends' friends are our friends. But in order to be a true friend, one must enter the spiritual state of one's friend. This Monsieur Landau, also known as Count Bezubov, as you're probably aware, he's a clairvoyant. He can hear voices.
I see. Voices, I see. As I understand my sister's position.
Anyway, where is Alexei Karenin? Alexei? Alexei, my dear, let's begin.
I'm right here. Right here. Is Seryozha here? Seryozha! Seryozha!
Viens ici, mon petit. Viens ici, Monsieur Landau. Passez par ici. Venez. Allô? Do you want to have a cup of tea? Ivan, please bring some tea for our guests. Change has taken place within him. As you know, he has been given a brand new heart. But I'm afraid you don't understand me.
Of course, his misfortune is...
Yes. A misfortune that has given the most happiness.
Of course, Countess, I understand, but I do imagine such changes are so private that no one, even the most intimate friend, would dare speak of...
On the contrary, we ought to speak freely.
But there's quite a difference in conviction.
Well, there will be no difference when it's a question of the holy truth.
We are saved by Christ who suffered for us. We are saved by faith.
I'll read them. Do you read a lot yourself? I want you to read It's Safe and Happy on this other book entitled Under the Wing. One chapter. It's very short. And you must also know our contemporary, Marisa Nina. Do any of you know about her story? For those of you who don't, I'll tell you. She had lost her only child and she's been wallowing in despair ever since. And how is she now? Now she's very thankful to God for the untimely death of her child. That's the happiness that fate brings. For every evil under the sun, there is a remedy. There is none. If there is one, try to find it. If there is none, never mind it.
We better not lose her train of thought.
We better not lose her train.
And so,
an
unknown Marisanina
is very happy that her child
child is dead. Very good.
No, let's proceed.
Marvelous. Oh, how good a cigar would be right now. No. We must proceed. In order to save our souls, we only have to have this unwavering faith. None of the last monks do not know how they could be saved. However, Countess Lydia does. And why is my head so heavy? Was it perhaps the cognac that I had at the station? Or why is all this so unbelievably odd? What is this that she has been reading? I know. Monsieur Lando Bezubov. I'd really like to know how he became Lando Bezubov. And what sleep has to do with it. And why do I feel so sleepy?
And so the story goes. Oh, what a man. It would be fun to see how the girl has grown. Dear Lord. He's asleep.
Agafea. Agafea. My darling. Where are they? Where's Mitya?
With his mother. They took the nurse with them. We went for a walk an hour ago.
So tell me, where's the nurse? Where? Kitty! Kitty!
I'm going to see Mama, because I want to know if she can send me money through Yegorov. I shall be ready to go early tomorrow, wherever you tell me to.
Tomorrow? What a pity it's not today.
Your Excellency, if you may sign a telegram from Petersburg.
Who's it from?
It's from Stiva.
Why didn't you show it to me? What secret can there be between us?
Anya, Stiva has such a passion for sending telegraphs. Why send one when nothing is settled? There is no news yet.
Are you talking about the divorce?
Yes, but he hasn't been able to arrive at anything. However, Karenina has promised to give us a definite answer. If that is of interest to you, then please read it.
Why don't you show off your outspokenness and speak the truth?
No, I was never a show-off. And neither do I tell lies. So if you can't respect that...
Respect? It was invented to cover the empty place where love should be. And if you don't love me anymore, it would be better and more honest to say so.
No, this is becoming quite unbearable. Anya, why do you keep trying my patience?
What do you mean by that, huh?
What I mean is... No, nothing. I have to ask what it is you want from me.
What do I want from you? All I want is for you to not abandon me, as you constantly think of doing. I don't want you to do that. But that's secondary. I just want love. I want love, but there's none. That's why it's all over for us. It's all over.
Kitty! Kitty! Where are you? Kitty! Kitty!
If only I could be anything but a mistress waiting for your caresses, I would. But I can't, and I don't care to be anything else. Because of this, I arouse disgust in you and fury in me. And that can't be changed. Even if you don't love me, you're still good and kind to me out of duty. And that is something I no longer want. That's 1,000 times worse than malice. That is hell. And that's how it is. You ceased to love me for some time.
If that's the case,
Well, we have been saying that where love ends, hate begins. We have been pulled apart by life. I cause your unhappiness, and you cause mine. Every attempt has been made to unscrew the screw.
Aren't you ashamed? I don't understand. How can you be so reckless?
It wasn't my fault. We were meaning to go when it started raining.
Well, thank God. Forgive me. I don't know what I'm saying. It was quite dark, and in the south, where he was looking, there were no clouds. The storm raged on to the opposite side. There were flashes of lightning, and distant thunder heard. Yes, the one unmistakable, obvious manifestation of the deity is the law of good that's revealed to the world. Kitty understands, he thought. She knows what I'm thinking of. Shall I tell her or not? No, I better not say it. It's a secret from me alone. That's of vital importance, and should not be put into words. I pray, and I'll go on praying. But the life I'm living now, excluding the unexpected, is no longer as meaningless as it was before. It now has the positive essence of goodness, which I have the power to instill for good.
I've made up my mind.
you what? Anna,
It's nothing really.
you need to calm down. Put all this nonsense out of your head and get on with your life. I will collect the money, and tomorrow we'll leave for Vozdishinsky, all right?
You, but not I.
Anna, we cannot go on like this.
You, but not I.
Anna, this is getting to be unbearable.
You should trust me. You will be sorry that you did this. Who is that girl? Why, it's me. What is happening? I'm losing my mind.
The instructions of one's conscience are unmistakable, since they prevent us from unleashing the animal that lies within us all. We should sacrifice it instead.
I was wrong. Come back home. I must explain. For God's sake, come home. I'm afraid. That's why I need to speak to you, Anna. Ask where the Count has gone. And keep a close eye on the time, will you? I'll need to take my medicine. He left me. He left me for that horrible and heartless woman. His mother. How could he leave me? I will send him a note through a coachman immediately. Come back. What then? No. I will go there myself and catch him. I have to go right now to the railway station.
to, my lady?
Tunisia Gorodsky.
Do you mind my smoking here, madam?
Please do.
Merci. So can I light a cigar?
Go on. Go on.
Oh, merci, madame.
What did he see in me? Not love, perhaps, but the satisfaction of vanity. Yes. It must be the triumph of success in him. I'm sure there was love as well. But the main emotion was the pride of success. He bragged about me. Now that it's over, there's nothing to be proud of. But something to be ashamed of. He has taken all that he could from me. And now I'm of no use to him. He loves me, but how? The novelty is gone, as they say.
You'd better go back, madam. It's windy.
Well, I'm divorced and about to become Vronsky's wife. And what? Will Selyozha leave off asking and wondering about my two husbands? Is there any new feeling that I can awaken between Vronsky and me? Is it possible to have some sort of breather? From misery? If not happiness? No. And no.
How may I be of service, madam?
Was my coachman here? With a note from Count Vronsky?
Oh, Count Vronsky. There were some messengers recently who met someone. They must have met already and left.
Thank you.
Madam.
Goodness, where am I to go?
So perfect.
It must be the lace. There in the very middle. I will punish him. Lord, forgive me for what I'm about to do.
Such horror, gentlemen! Horrible! I came from the station. Some lady threw herself in front of the train.
What? What did you say?
The woman's dead. She's dead. The woman's dead. It's her. That terrible, horrible woman. Alexei.
I need a horse.
Alexei! Alexei! Alexei, don't do anything stupid! You have to come back here!
After some time, Count Vronsky enlisted as a volunteer for the Serbian War, where he died a hero's death defending the Slavs. Alexei Karenin went to Anna's funeral. He took her daughter with him. Alexei Karenin went to Anna's funeral. And he took along her daughter with him.
aşkın